After we remarried, I started renting out my husband. Whenever his precious first love called him away, I stopped crying. Instead, I started charging him by the hour. It was $100,000 an hour during the day and $200,000 at night. Holiday rates were triple. In just 3 months, my bank account swelled by nearly $20 million. Silas was supposed to help me pick out a gown for the gala. Then Mindy called, sobbing that she had nicked her finger while cutting vegetables. I didn't even look up as I held out my phone with the payment code displayed. In the middle of the night, I came down with a raging fever. Silas was driving me to the hospital when Mindy texted saying the thunder was too loud for her to sleep. I calmly pulled out my umbrella and told him to drop me at the next intersection. Seeing his hesitation, I just smiled. Don't forget to wire the money. Then came the day of my daughter's scheduled heart checkup. Mindy called again. Hugo wants to go to the theme park. He needs a man to go on the big coasters with him. Silas hung up and turned around, about to give my daughter an excuse. Maisie beat him to it, holding out her hand just like I did. It's okay, Daddy. Just pay up. Today is a triple rate day. Silas's face twisted, his guilt instantly replaced by anger. He stood up and pointed a finger at me, his voice trembling with disappointment. Jade Sterling, is this really how you're raising our child? I calmly pulled Maisie behind me. What's wrong with it? If she can't have love, she might as well have money. I didn't learn that lesson until after our first divorce. Why shouldn't she learn it now? Silas was speechless. His phone rang again and Mindy's son Hugo yelled through the speaker. Uncle Silas, hurry up! You promised to ride the Iron Dragon with me 100 times. Maisie gripped the hem of my shirt tightly. Noticing her movement, Silas actually hesitated for once. He reached out, trying to pat her head. Be a good girl, Maisie. Go to the clinic with Mommy today. Once you're better, Daddy will take you to the park, okay? Maisie ducked away from his hand and blinked her large eyes. It's fine, Daddy. Just give me the money. Silas's face darkened completely. Jade? You and your daughter can keep playing these sick games, he spat as he stormed out. You're both absolutely impossible. The front door slammed shut, vibrating through my very soul. Maisie tugged on my arm and showed me her smartwatch. Mommy, Daddy sent a lot of zeros this time. Is this enough for Maisie's surgery? Looking at her pale face, I fought back my tears and pulled her into a tight hug. It's enough. Once you're done with surgery, Mommy is taking you far away from here. While waiting for the test results, several notifications popped up on my phone. It was a tabloid leak of Silas at the theme park with Mindy and her son. The caption read, "Billionaire Silas Sterling spotted with new flame. The child already calls him daddy." I zoomed in on the photo, looking at Silas's relaxed, genuine smile. I couldn't remember the last time he had smiled like that at me or Maisie. My hand shook as I closed the app. When I refreshed, the post had been deleted. A second later, Silas called. Jade, don't be mad. That was just some trashy media making things up. I've already paid to have those articles scrubbed. I realized he was referring to Hugo calling him daddy. I'm not mad. Kids say things without thinking. Since I've rented you out to them, you should focus on being a good companion. I hung up before he could respond. Maisie's report came back and the doctor said her condition was stable. We could schedule her heart bypass surgery for next month. My legs went weak and I almost collapsed on the floor. When Silas first divorced me for Mindy, he wanted to teach me a lesson. He hired the most ruthless lawyers to ensure I walked away with zero assets. The very next day, Maisie was diagnosed with myocardial ischemia. She was at risk of sudden cardiac arrest at any moment. Because of Silas's influence, no company dared to hire me. No friends or relatives were willing to lend me a single cent. Watching Maisie's health deteriorate, I finally swallowed my pride and went back to him. Finally, today, she was out of immediate danger. After confirming the surgery date, I submitted our visa applications to an agency. A message from Silas popped up. "When are you coming home? I made your favorites." I didn't reply. An hour later, I pushed open the front door. Silas was at the dining table, putting food onto Mindy and Hugo's plates. The cozy atmosphere made it feel like my daughter and I were the intruders.